Who doesn't love a great chocolate chip cookie? But what really makes a great chocolate chip cookie anyway? Well, for me, it is warm right out of the oven, loaded with ooey gooey chocolate. It is a crisp outer edge, but when you bite into it, that center almost melts in your mouth. I'm Lindsay with My Better Batch, and today we're gonna make ultra decadent brown butter chocolate chip cookies. Let's get baking. I've showed you how to make my classic chocolate chip cookies, and while they are absolutely delicious, we are gonna up our chocolate chip cookie game with the addition of brown butter today. Now, I used to steer clear of brown butter recipes, and I did this just to keep things simple, but it's really not that tricky to make. It adds flavor, texture, aroma, and a little bit of sophistication to your recipes as well. Let's get started. For this recipe, you'll need 2 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 cup of unsalted butter, 1 1/4 cups of dark brown sugar, half a cup of granulated sugar, 1 egg plus 1 egg yolk, 2 teaspoons vanilla extract, half a cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips, and half a cup of milk chocolate chips. Here's a quick refresher on how to make brown butter. In a light-colored pan, allowing you to monitor the change in the color as the butter browns, we're going to melt 2 sticks or 1 cup of unsalted butter over medium heat. As the butter melts, we're going to watch it go through several different stages. It will begin to bubble and a foam will form on the top. At this point, you're going to start to hear a crackle and a pop. This process takes about 5 to 7 minutes. During this time, you'll begin to see the brown pieces or milk solids sink to the bottom of your pan. Be sure to watch it very carefully during this time to make sure that the butter doesn't burn. You're going to begin to smell this wonderfully nutty aroma, and the color is going to change from a yellow to a light brown to a dark amber color. Keep swirling your pan and stirring during this time. Once your brown butter is complete, remove it from the heat and transfer to a bowl, allowing it to cool before we use it. While the brown butter is cooling, let's get our dry ingredients mixed up. In a medium-sized bowl, let's add our flour, baking soda, and salt. We're going to give it a quick mix to fully incorporate and set this bowl to the side. Now that our brown butter is cool, we're going to add it to a large mixing bowl and add 1 1/4 cups of dark brown sugar and half a cup of granulated sugar. Using a hand mixer, I'm going to mix on medium for about a minute to incorporate these ingredients. Now, let's add our egg and our egg yolk and 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract and continue to mix until well blended. It's complete when it looks like this. Now, we're going to add our bowl of dry ingredients to our wet ingredients and mix on medium until there's no visible sign of any flour left. Your dough will be soft and quite easy to mix together, another plus when working with brown butter. Now it's time to add our chocolate. Today we're going to use a combination of half a cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips and half a cup of milk chocolate chips. If you prefer one over the other and don't want to blend them together, you can absolutely make that adjustment. You can use a more premium wafer chocolate or a chunk, or throw in a handful of chopped pecans at this stage or toffee pieces. There are so many ways to get creative with this recipe. I'm going to just use my spatula and fold the chocolate right into the dough. Now we are ready to get these cookies into the oven. I cannot wait to try them. Using my 3 tablespoon cookie scoop, I'm going to scoop 6 cookies onto each cookie sheet. A lot of people roll their dough into balls at this stage, but I like to do something a little different. Using my 3 tablespoon scoop, I like to gently roll the dough together while flattening all sides. Just like this, you're going to make almost like a cube. I like to make sure that the chocolate chips stay to the outside of the cookie dough, and sometimes when they're rolled into a ball, all of the chocolate chips are covered up and don't show on the outside. We're going to place our cookie sheet into a 350-degree oven for 11 to 12 minutes. I like to pull mine out when they look slightly underbaked. Remember, my idea of a great cookie is a crisp outer edge with a soft, chewy center. If you like your cookies to be a bit more done in the middle, leave them in the oven for an additional couple of minutes. I bet you didn't realize that no-chill brown butter chocolate chip cookies were really this simple. For me, this recipe checks all the boxes. Melts in your mouth, warm, ooey gooey, full of chocolate, crisp outside exterior, vanilla forward. These are so good. I hope that you enjoy these as much as we do in this house. I'm Lindsay with My Better Batch. Thanks for baking with me today. These ones just came out of the oven. They're really good, if I do say so myself.